asked to bar Honorable Gbajabiamila from contesting House speakership. A federal high court sitting in Abuja was urged to bar a top contender of the speakership of the Ninth House of Representatives, Honorable Gbajabiamila, from going ahead with his ambition. It was also explained that the ground for the legal position against Gbajabiamila was because he was allegedly convicted by the United States of America Supreme Court for fraud. The truth is that if somebody has a case, either in a local court, federal court, or even a case outside the shores of Nigeria, is the person given the liberty to contest for any position in his country? Is it acceptable? What does the law say? Personally, to me, I believe you should be convicted of the crime you've been accused of first, and you must be acquitted before you can say that you need to hold a position in your country. Either you're guilty or not guilty, settle that case first, because it will be used against the individual. Now, Honorable Gbajabiamila that wants to be the Speaker of the House and has a case to settle, not even Nigeria, in US, and wants to be a speaker, how would that be possible? Definitely that can be used against him. It was also explained that the ground for the legal position against Gbajabiamila was because he was allegedly convicted by the United States of America Supreme Court for fraud. The court was specifically asked not to allow the lawmaker to stand for the speakership election, having been convicted for fraud of the amount of $25,000, in which he allegedly failed to disburse to his then client in 2003 in the United States of America, where he was practicing as a lawyer. Wow, 2003 to 2023. That's roughly 20 years. People never forget, and internet never forgets. He wants to become a speaker, and he has a case for over 20 years that has been convicted. Has he been discharged? What does Gbajabiamila has to say concerning this accusation? I believe these accusations are true, personally, but we need to hear from the horse's mouth, Gbajabiamila himself. We need to hear from him what he has to say concerning this. Anyway, if lawmakers and party members are telling courts not to grant Gbajabiamila the grace to contest for the House, Speaker of the House, I think he needs to settle this case, and if it's done, he can come about. What of the time constraints? If Gbajabiamila just knowing that he wants and is interested in becoming the Speaker of the House, and he knows there's a case that can be used against him. The plaintiff in the matter, Philip Onday, joined alongside Gbajabiamila, House of Representatives, Attorney General of the Federation, and the All Progressive Congress as defendants in suit. In an originating summons marked FHC ABJC 538-2019, brought pursuant to Order 3, Rules 6 and 7 of the Federal High Court and Section 66 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, the plaintiff wanted the court to determine whether upon the construction of Section 66 of the 1990 Constitution and the judgment of the Supreme Court of the State of Georgia, Atlanta, USA in suit number S06Y0829 in the matter of Femi Gbajabiamila was a fit and proper person to be elected to the House of Representatives and to the office of the Speaker of the House. As I said earlier, it's not fit. Fine. Gbajabiamila might say he did the right thing and he does not have any crime on his neck. But why doesn't he clear his name first? And believe you me, the case in Nigeria cannot be compared to the case in US. Fine, there can be an adjournment, and it can be sure that there's going to be a fair hearing and fair verdict. With due respect to Nigeria, we don't really trust the judiciary system 100%. Gbajabiamila should contest? No. Gbajabiamila should clear his name? Yes. After clearing his name in US, You can now boldly say, and even that can even skyrocket his ambition. Well, time will tell. And we also believe that this should have been done over a long time. He's also praying the court for an order of injunction stopping Gbajabiamila from parading himself as a member of the House of Representatives and also an aspirant for the office of the Speaker of the House. Similarly, Onde, who claimed to be a taxpayer in Nigeria, is further seeking for another order of injunction restraining the House of Representatives, AGF and APC from recognizing Gbajabiamila as a member of the House and as an aspirant to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. The suit filed by Ayodele Justice on behalf of the plaintiff is, however, yet to be assigned to any judge. In the 25-paragraph affidavit in support of the originating summons and the post to plaintiff himself averred that few days ago, information came to the public domain that Gbajabiamila was contesting and indeed a leading candidate to the office of Speaker of the House of Representatives in the 9th National Assembly, having been endorsed by the NWC of APC. He further averred that upon information, he deemed it proper to carry out a background check on the leading candidates for the position, if Speaker of the House, and that in the process, he discovered that Gbajabiamila is a lawyer, and has practiced in the USA, particularly in the state of Georgia. How can a lawyer dupe a US citizen? Is it that when Gbajabiamila knew what he was doing and he came to Nigeria? Fine, there has been cases of what Gbajabiamila has done in the House so far. But this is a greater and even this is a real risk in his ambition to become the Speaker of the 10th House. A certified true copy of the judgment of the Supreme Court of Georgia to that effect issued by Teresa T. Benz, clerk of the said Supreme Court of Georgia on 12th day, 8th June 2015 is hereby attached and marked Exhibit A. Gbajabiamila, hope your enemies haven't finally caught up with you. Settle the case in US, come back to Nigeria, sure you'll be forgiven. That's Nigeria for you. Settle the case, come back, and you can now contest anytime you see that you are fit enough. Honorable Gbajabiamila, this is really a case, and this is really an answer you need to give to the question in the hearts of Nigerians that do you really do it and you want to become a speaker? Will you be allowed, will the rule of law allow you to contest? I